This is Dr. Angela Msimenta from Mbarara University of Science and Technology. I am here to share with you our e-learning innovation that we have been implementing in Nakivale Refugee settlement, which is found in southwestern part of Uganda. Nakivale Refugee settlement has a population of over 110,000 people from different parts of the world, including those that are coming from Burundi, Ethiopia, Somalia, Congo, and others. Many of these people are actually young people who have been victims of torture, wars, and human rights abuses. Education can give hope to these young people. It can help them regain their future, while at the same time helping them enjoy their full human rights. However, there are so many educational related challenges that schools within Nakivale Refugee Settlement face. One of the biggest problems is lack of access to modern teaching and learning resources. Teachers within the camp do not have access to the internet, for example, and yet if they had this access, they would be using the internet to prepare their teaching resources so that at the end of the day, what they give to students is quality material that can help these students, these young people, compete with other young people that are in schools outside the camp. In addition to that, teachers do not have ICT pedagogy skills which they could use to access information and do research from the internet, which research will definitely help improve their quality of teaching. Due to lack of basic health education within Nakivale refugee camp, many girls continue to drop out of schools due to teenage pregnancies. There are also high levels of classroom absenteeism due to preventable sicknesses and poor health conditions which are affecting effective learning. To address this problem, a team from Mbarara University of Science and Technology came up with an e-learning innovation. This e-learning is particularly aimed at improving the teaching and learning of mathematics within schools that are found in Nakivale Refugee Camp. It also has a component of basic health science education so that we can address the existing gap and equip these young people with basic skills that they can use to prevent themselves from common illnesses such as malaria, diarrhea, and many others. This innovation is proudly funded by SPIDER, which is found in Sweden. We believe that students are benefiting from the innovation, and we have actually heard from students' testimonies that since we started implementing this project, they have witnessed improvement in performance in as far as mathematics is concerned, and also general improvement in basic health conditions within the camp. Next is Wilson Tumhimse, one of the project officers who is going to take us through the e-learning. Wilson, you're most welcome.
Hello, welcome to Maths H Spider project, that is the e-learning project. I'm going to be talking about the e-learning project. So as part of the implementation process, we designed an e-learning platform to enhance our teaching and learning of mathematics in Nakivale Refugee Camp among the teachers and students. So you can access it on www.mathnakivale.com, and you will be, if you log there, you will be able to access that URL, and then all those details. Of course, it is for compatibility issues. We use Google Chrome, which is our main browser for this system to operate properly. Yeah, so in a bid to allow usability and system acceptability and adoption, we carried out a training in ICT pedagogy at Mbarara University when the project was beginning. So we conducted basic computer skills training for teachers and peer educators at Mbarara University for a whole week, whereby we interfaced with these pupils to teach them how to use computer, and then we later also took them through the portal, the same with the teachers. This was done to ensure acceptability and usability of the e-learning platform. So this platform has got two modules, that is the students module and then the teachers module. So these are for the teachers access, they are able, when the teachers log in, they are able to log in, of course, using the username and the password that is generated for them. So they are able to log in, and then they are able to also create new courses, to set up quizzes, to set up charts, multiple choice questions. They can upload a file, that is, it could be PowerPoint or PDF or Microsoft Word document that contains the information about learning for the students. Yeah, so they can upload this content for the students to be able to access. So the system is very easier to use by the teachers, whereby they can be able to create, they can even upload videos, especially downloaded from YouTube, and then they can put them there to ease the learning. Yeah, then also teachers, they have the right to assign the users to use the information. They can limit access. They can enroll their own pupils from their school, or they can leave it open for the entire users to see that information. Yeah, so the type of content that is uploaded, we have the primary 6 mathematics that covers the curriculum, including the sets, the vectors, construction. Yeah, then we also have senior 1 mathematics that is also covering the senior 1 curriculum. It was guided by the Uganda Curriculum Development Center. And then also we have the basic health science category. Now, the basic health science is for both primary and secondary school. So under basic health science, it includes topics about personal hygiene, sanitation, that is the general cleanliness and the entire environment. Then it also covered marriage, early marriages, and teenage pregnancies, then sexually transmitted diseases, sexual reproductive health also was covered, also common diseases and how to prevent them. Then we also looked at water hygiene. Yeah, so this was made in a way that students or pupils can read and understand them to help them in their day-to-day living. So those are our 3 categories. That is the primary health category, the primary mathematics category, then also secondary mathematics category, and then basic health science category for both primary and secondary schools. Yeah, so now that is the teachers module. So teachers are able to create all those contents, and also the project was able to digitize contents which were shared on the platform. Yeah, then we have the students access module, whereby they're able to log in and then access the information that has been uploaded by the teachers. So the teachers upload the content, and then the students they are able to access. For them, they only access, they don't have the slot of They can't edit anything, they can't delete, they only access. They can download, they can view, and then do what is. Then they can do the assignments that have been assigned to them, do the charts that have been created by the teachers to be able to help in the process. So our e-learning portal it is very simple. It is easy to use, and by the fact that we carried out an initial training, so it is very easy to use among the users. Yeah, so that's all about the portal. Thank you so much. Let's welcome Mr. Ide Bangumia to talk about the technological infrastructure of the project. Thank you very much.
Content was developed systematically for these studies. Content was for primary 6 mathematics and also senior 1 mathematics. This content was developed referring to the syllabus of the national centers. Mathematics primary 6 was developed following the National Curriculum Development Center streamlines, just like for senior 1 mathematics. Then also the basic health science was developed following the Ministry of Health streamlines. And we had different consultants for this content. For basic health camp, they have their own problems. So for us to develop this content, we had to go to the camp, involve people in the camp, tell us exactly their problems in form of basic health. So the problems they are facing, that's what we based on to develop this content. Therefore, the content developed is very reliable. Then this content can be found on the portal, as has been explained. It can be online version. We have also the offline version. The online version can only be accessed if you have internet or you have internet data. You are connected to internet. Then the offline version, you can access it, or the students and the pupils and all people in the camp, we have provided this content for them. We have given them CDs where we uploaded that content or recorded the content, and they can view it using the DVD players that we gave them. We also had to put this content on the computers, on the desktops, and they can just access it and see it. Now, we have 6 schools where we implemented the e-learning. These schools included 5 primary schools, which are Rubondo Primary School, we have Kabazaana Primary School, we have Kashojwa Primary School, we have Juru Primary School, and Kahirimbi Primary School. Those are primaries. And by that time, that's 2017-2018, there was only 1 secondary school in the camp, and that is Nakivale Secondary School, and that's where we implemented this e-learning. And to run the project, we had to give them different equipments for us to run this project. These equipments included generators, because the entire camp has no power. So we had to give them generators to supply power. Then also gave them computers, some computers, not enough, because the schools are many and big, just gave them some computers. We gave them projectors. Each school had a projector because their classes are too big. So a computer can't be enough, neither are the computers enough. Therefore, we give them projectors which can be put on and project information such that every member in the class can access the information being taught. Then also give them the DVD players where they are supposed to access the offline version. Of course, with the CDs, we give them the CDs. And also we give them modems modems where load data for internet data, and they can access the internet. We also give them extension cables for powering these computers, for charging the DVDs, such that they have access to these data. Thank you.
These are chosen pupils and teachers from 12 schools at Nakivale Refugee Camp in Singir district who have been undergoing vigorous training in information communication technology at the Faculty of Computing at Mbarara University. These teachers admit that they are not versed with ICT despite decades spent in the career.
The government of Uganda really should design these programs to the teachers, and all schools in the whole country should get access to computers, because we are living in a modern world.
Annette Ampaire has spent a couple of years teaching in Nakivale Refugee Camp.
Since they have introduced to us, they will also provide us computers, and which will help us to do the work smartly.
Uganda National Examination Board says that teacher preparation in most schools is 1 to 130 instead of 1 to 45. Experts in ICT at Mbarara University of Science and Technology argue that the ministry's policy of introducing computer studies in both primary and secondary schools was a good gesture, but has not been well implemented.
So as part of this project, we are providing internet access to schools and also giving them some computers and supplementing those computers with DVD players in order to increase accessibility to this important application.
Meanwhile, Mbarara University, in partnership with SPIDER, the Swedish-based NGO operation in developing countries, has availed e-learning application for 12 Nakivale schools, and this, according to experts, will not only help teachers but also simplify the learning of mathematics and health science amongst the pupils.
a generator, a projector, and all the accessories. We are so grateful for this project, and we pray that it gets more funds and continues to support Nakivale Secondary School and Nakivale Settlement as large. This year, we have enabled to train a number of senior one learners, and the total population of senior one this year we have 350 learners. As you can see, they are all here. Then the project started last year in 2018 with the current senior youth, and it has been a success. So we actually wish to thank you very much for this project. Nakivale Secondary School, as you can see the population, we still have challenges, especially the development of ICT, where we have a small room, not a laboratory. So we pray that in the near future, if we can get some funding, we can expand our computer laboratory with many computers that can facilitate us the teaching of ICT e-learning as well. And another challenge we have power supply, where we have a generator that was donated by the spider mask, but still it cannot do much. So we actually needed some extension of power as well as solar that can boost the lighting system. Basically, those are some of the challenges that we experience as a school due to large number in the population. But we pray that we get more funds and we get more well-wishers that can support this growing institution with so many challenges, and we move forward like any other school. Thank you for listening, and once again, you are most welcome.
Doctor, I am Rubondo Primary, a head teacher of Juru Primary School, one of the schools that has benefited a lot from this project. We are 5 primary schools and 1 secondary school here in Nakivale that are strongly benefiting from this project. Now, as you are seeing me here, I am talking or speaking on behalf of other head teachers. This project came to us as a surprise. We were not expecting it sincerely. It started last year in the month of February. 2018, in the month of February. I don't know the criteria they use to choose the other 5 primary schools. I don't know the method they use, but good enough, my school was among those schools selected. Ever since the project started, I've tried to recall some of the activities we have gone through ever since the project started. I've tried to put them on this piece of. The program started in February 2018. It's a guest of honor under Spider. According to these people, they told us that Spider stands for Swedish Programme on ICT in developing regions. Am I right? This is what these people told us. It's almost a year ago, but I still remember. The donor, iStream, I don't know, I stand to be corrected there. The main focus was on refugee schools, and the schools were Kahirimbi Primary School, Juru Primary School, Kashojwa Primary School, Kabazaana Primary School, Rubondo Primary School, and Nakivale Senior Secondary School. Their target was basically on P6. I'm talking on behalf of primary schools. Their target was basically on P6 and the senior ones for the case of secondary school. They selected subjects. This is what these people are telling us. They selected subjects, namely mathematics and basic health science, because they wanted learners to improve the above subjects. They visited the stakeholders of the mentioned schools and the stakeholders welcomed the proposal. It would have been very dangerous or a catastrophe if the stakeholders had rejected this proposal. So including myself, including the members of school management committees, we all collectively welcomed the proposal. We spent almost a full week in Mbarara, Mr. Kashojwa, getting some trainings, and the life there was really very friendly. We had good time there. Some of us have not reached in Mbarara before. They also took some pupils and students for the case of secondary school. They first supported the schools selected with 2 computers. The director of studies mentioned that one projector, 2 tables, 1 generator, 1 modem to enhance effective teaching and learning. If they are plus even some 8 DVD players. I stand to be corrected if I forget, please. 8 of them per school. They are there. We have them in our schools. Through Afrohati, we know how to use these machines. Yes. And on top of that, Mr. Kashojwa, on a monthly basis, they would give us 10 liters of petrol to run the other generator. They have been visiting schools to support, to give us support on how to use these machines. These are some of the things I've collected from schools. The achievements. Both pupils and teachers have skills on how to use computers, something that was a dream before. Improved performance in schools. Of course, when children learn, after learning, they know, after knowing, they perform very well. So they have performed well in mathematics and science. Enrollment has increased in some schools, Mr. Kashojwa, because of these machines. I'm telling you, I wish you could one time come when we are conducting the lesson using these machines. You could see very many children around the room, peeping through the windows, the doors, because of the machines. So enrollment has increased in some schools. Hygiene and sanitation has also has been improved because the other CDs I have mentioned were containing science lessons talking about hygiene and sanitation. Knowledge on how to control communicable diseases. All those ones were enclosed in the other CDs they gave us. By some of the children are here, they will just say, you are going to disagree with me if I'm lying. So, knowledge on how to control communicable diseases. Learners are aware of their body changes. All those messages were contained in those gadgets they gave us. Learners are aware of sexually transmitted diseases, and they know how to distance themselves from those. Learners have information on dangers of early childhood marriages. Our children so far know that nobody should dare getting married before he completes the university. They know they have acquired all those skills and knowledge from the teachings of the teachers who went through the training. and other related items that support those machines. Challenges, Mr. Guest of Honor and the Spider staff. The best part of it and the worst part of it. Challenges, inadequate computers compared to the number of children we have in our schools. We need more computers. Lack of computer labs in some schools. And we have a fear that you can close the support. We request that if you could extend or renew the project for at least two more years. I wish you the best. Thank you very much.
Just that's the audience at last. I greet you, that all. Okay, I welcome you and highly in Nakivale Secondary School. For me, I'm talking about federal currency. So I'm going to show you how this project of e-learning has improved on our studies. Okay, as you are seeing just on the desktop, there are many programs there. For us, if you are going to search, we use this Google Chrome. Let's move on Google Chrome. Okay, after opening Google Chrome, as you are seeing, you click on search. After clicking on search, you search this website, www.mathnakival.com. You can search human body parts, you can search many things, and you can, thank you can improve on your studies. Do not wait for teachers to teach you, but do your own research as the best learner. You will see e-learning platform. After you are, I guess you are seeing all of you there. There is some words which are written there. You are not logged in, but after there is login. So you click on login. Let's click on login, and you wait for a moment for it to open. It does not take just a long time. It's few seconds because there are many groups of these projects. So there's the username. You click on username. For me, I'm group 5, right? Group 5 Nakivale. Group 5 Nakivale. Also, you click on password, put password. The first is component of personal hygiene, skin hygiene, oral hygiene, hand washing, when we should wash our hands, facial hygiene, and many things. Thank you. And this is how you can do it. You are seeing many things. Thank you for welcoming.
The file, the numbers, the lists you have set for children. And then after you have, there are very many options of them. You can set how long you want those learners to do that work. And you can also give the time you go to enroll, but you will have first of all saved as what? As the test. And you see there is also the author, the name of the teacher. So in this case, we have managed to know what other schools are doing.
And see in our beloved teachers and learners, you're very much welcome this occasion. My names have been said. Call me Angela, because I think that is the simplest. I have been managing this e-learning project, and I haven't been doing it alone. I have a vibrant team from Mbarara University Let me request my team to stand up and at least give us a wave. Thank you so much. This project wouldn't have been a success if you weren't on board. The e-learning project that has brought us here started in 2017, in November. As we all know, the implementation definitely started in 2018 because we had a lot of preliminaries to be done, things like developing the content, things like doing the multimedia. I was actually looking forward, Mr. Project Coordinator, for us to look at the multimedia content, because I know that is a biggest part of the project, where we really put a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of our minds together to come up with something that is more user-friendly and more important, I believe. And of course, on team we have been multidisciplinary in nature because we couldn't do all of it without multidisciplinary backgrounds. So we had a medical doctor on team, unfortunately he's not here. We had and we have an educationalist who is the project coordinator. We have a mathematician who is retired Captain Alan Mugaba, is right there, he can work for us. We have computer scientists, these two doctors, Wilson and Robert, you can work for us. So it has been a vibrant team really. Why did we have to implement this project? The reason is very simple. World over, students and learners in general normally have challenges when it comes to doing sciences, when it comes to excelling in mathematics. And of course, since our beneficiary schools have been schools that are found within a refugee setting, we noticed several problems, educational related problems, which could potentially be addressed by coming up with an e-learning application. Now, some of those problems, for example, included lack of access to modern teaching and learning resources, and also the teachers and learners generally did not have enough ICT skills that would help them navigate through this generation where almost everything is being done by information communication technologies. So we wanted to come up with something that would make, for example, the otherwise hard subjects, that would make those subjects, somehow simpler to learn and easier to relate to the real world context. So that's where the aspect of multimedia comes in. Yeah, so we knew ICT would potentially address some of those problems, including, the huge number of students within the classrooms, including lack of ICT, including lack of access to modern teaching and learning resources. It's funded by SPIDER, which is the Swedish Programme for ICT in developing and emerging regions.
So if you have been following, we started in 2017 November, just like I said, and we are clocking 2 years. What did we set out to do? We have two major outcomes, guest of honor. The first one was to improve the skills, the ICT skills among the learners, while at the same time improving the ICT pedagogy skills within the teachers or the instructors. The second outcome was to improve access to learning resources. And that's why we labored to come up with content, have it uploaded, supply some internet data, and make sure that students and teachers can access this content flexibly. So we did a baseline assessment and we identified the challenges at the moment in terms of access and in terms of skills. We have done an end-line assessment just to make sure that we can find out whether or not this project has impacted schools. And I can assure you that from our findings, our preliminary findings, we are noticing improved access and improved skills. So in brief, the project has achieved the two major outcomes that it set out to do. So what next? So the ball is in our court. Teachers, the ball is in our court. Learners, the ball is in our court. Leaders, the ball is in our court. Because we have proved that it works. And so, because it works, we would love to keep it working so that it even benefits more students. I am glad that schools are reporting improved performance in mathematics, for example. That is a long-term impact. But now that we can see, some improvements to that effect at this short term, then that is a very good indicator that this is something that is worth sustaining. It is worth keeping on. It is worth our time. It is worth our efforts. It is worth our resources. So I want to appreciate all the efforts that schools have been putting in, the teachers and learners, and the heads of schools, of course. But now that the ball is in our court, it is in your court, it is in our court, we really need to make sure that we are continuing to kick it.
For those who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Mbarara Refugee. I'm the district chairperson, CEO district, and I'm privileged to have been invited for the first time, by the way, to officiate at the execution of the e-learning project, the prime child of Mbarara University of Science and Technology. Master, thank you very much. One, for sitting down, writing down, and designing this wonderful project. Had it not been your efforts, all of us here today would be on this non-existent. Two, we thank you very much, Madam Angela, Dr. Angela, and your team for looking it further beyond the ordinary teaching revenues that we have been used to of English, of literature, of social studies, and then we go to where it matters most, the mathematics area. I must confess that I'm not good at it as well. But for you to have gone into the area which actually appears very into, I really appreciate your efforts, and I commend that the so-called funders may they deem it necessary and give more funds to this wonderful project and renew your contract so that you can go on and go on. And I have seen and witnessed for the first time a people of primary 7 or 6 somewhere sitting down here, opening a computer, taking me into the computer inside part of it, reaching at the portal, going the subject and the content, and eventually taking me through the entire book. I saw it with my eyes in Nakivale, in the refugee area. Dr. Angela, such an insightful action to you who is with other students in Mbarara, in towns, you might not see it as a surprise. But us who have lived within and nearby refugees, and we know how they live, we know their social, economic life, their attitudes and the trauma, psychological, which have not engulfed them, we feel this is a milestone. We feel this is a fast stride that these students have taken towards acquiring knowledge, especially the knowledge.